how to get a hero reviewed. Normally, I would review a hero on Tuesday. That is if we follow our schedule anyways, which we haven't done very well recently, but hey, we will definitely try. Anyways, every Tuesday I take heroes that you guys have sent in via sending it into my ID, or through donations, or through free-to-play orbs on Twitch. Anyways, there's a bunch of ways that are free or monetary or whatever to get your heroes reviewed. We also have the Nimdom Top 10 section in our Discord to send a hero in. So if you want to make Nimdom Top 10. Anyways, there are several ways to get your hero on stream, but mostly I try and focus on it like one day of the week. Anyways, pretty simple. Pretty simple. Show up on stream, send your ID in, or through other methods, and then you'll be on. That is if I don't get too tired first. Sometimes these things go on for hours and I will die.
Off, but it's okay.
It's okay. It's not the worst thing. She just seems way too rigid of a character. Like her hair, for example. Why is it so straight?
Line.
Yeah. Why is her head like a perfect circle? Like, what is going on? Like, just way too rigid of a character.
Yeah.
Anyways, in terms of no.
What?
No, this is hot garbage. What did you do?
Look, it's not hard garbage, but you're stretching the boundaries here.
Oh my god.
Yeah. This could be better.
This could be a little more focused.
I'm gonna tell
Also
you guys
true.
right now, her weapon I think is one of the best weapon refines I've ever seen.
It is.
Effective against armor, I value that so much, but the rest of it, Jesus. Extra stats is always nice. Super easy to fulfill conditions, super nice. Like, let's see. The Wrath portion, of course, super nice. Like, its entire thing's just super nice. Selena's Blade, 16 might. HP plus 3, effective against armor foes. At start combat, if foes' HP attack is over units attacked by 3, grants attack speed, defense, res plus 3 during combat. Additionally, 10 extra damage when special triggers. It's just so easy to put together.
Yeah.
Okay, but in terms of your build, you did Carrot Cudgel, which I believe is really, really good. Trust me, I believe it. I just super 100% believe she doesn't need it. But yeah, rally attack defense, bonfire, sturdy impact, lull speed defense, times pulse, and flashing blade 3. If you're gonna use flashing blade, why are you not using her sword?
I'd just speed refine at the very least.
Yeah.
If you're gonna use Carrot Cudgel.
Yeah. I personally think that her personal weapon is the best option available for her because it does provide bonus stats across the entire spectrum if her attack is lower by 3 or more points at the start of combat. Which
The
is
best weapon. It's Armor Smasher, Wudao, and partly Sagittae. There's no reason not to use it. But if you're going to switch off of it, I would at least just speed refining Carrot Cudgels so you're hitting 50 effective speed. It's a lot easier to crack Flashing Blade on.
Yeah.
47.
This is... It's gonna hit hard, but it could hit even harder with her personal weapon instead of using Carrot Cudgel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pretty much entirely because that Wudao effect is just 10 damage, no questions asked.
And the Carrot Cudgel limits you to be within 2 spaces of an ally. I know you can utilize...
the main gripe I have.
Yeah. Right.
Just blow and bond, even if it's more like a form.
Yeah.
Synergy on that's a little awkward.
Whereas with the sword, and you're not giving up much. I guess it can get you 2 more attack and 2 more defense, but the 2 more attack isn't really there because the sword, Selena's Blade, is just naturally stronger anyways. So it's just more like 2 more defense. That's the reality of it.
Yeah.
With Carrot Cudgel...
penalty.
Yep. With Carrot Cudgel, you're also taking away a lot of her ability to just completely violate the weapon triangle.
With true damage, I guess. Yeah, and armor effective, of course.
And armor effective is by far the most important thing. So for me, guys, you have this entire build is beautiful, and it really works. Just switch the damn weapon. That's it.
Yep.
I like it when people joke around with other weapons, though. So if you're gonna stick to a build that doesn't follow conventions. Speed her fine, and then you're good. But for anybody who wants to be sane about this, keep her sword.
Yeah, not Gale.
Yeah.
Oh, Gale Force 2. Wow, you are... Let's wait for her Resplendent. I do think she will get it. It also doesn't... Like...
In due time.
In due time.
She's not exactly a lord, so it's gonna be a bit.
I know, but she's like one of the more memorable characters and a fan favorite.
Yeah, I'd say it's gonna be sooner than later, but at the same time, there's so many lords to go through.
True.
It might be about a year or so.
Okay, you have sacrificed Surtur to her. I personally believe that Steady Stance 4 is one of the best options for Selena if you're going to be going for Bonfire or Ignis, because
I'd stick to Steady Posture so you can double.
Right. I mean, if you're able to give her Steady Posture 3, then all the better. But if you don't have Steady Posture 3 to give her, and considering you already have Steady Stance 4, the guard effect from Steady Stance 4 will save her against Bold Fighter if you're going to use Wrath as a B skill, as an example.
Yeah. You'll definitely counter armors even harder than you already are.
Yes. I have Steady Stance 4 on my Selena. She's plus defense, and I'm also running Wrath. She can tank Brave Hector.
I don't think I need it.
I think
Steady Posture.
I think you do whatever you want.
Basically, you just screw around. If you're going to go for the tank build, then Steady Posture, close call. Very trademark with Shannon, but oh my god!
I think you have so many different builds available. You can even do
Rouse
DC
Rouse Def Res.
That's
Rouse Def Res came from either. What?
Duophons, right?
No, that's Defense Res.
Oath.
Oh, yep. Rouse Defense Res comes from either Percival or Legendary Crom.
I somehow believe you called the Crom, but I'm willing to be wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Well, guys, it's still, to my opinion, only one hero in this game that uses Blade Session completely correctly in Tsubasa, because she needs a hero at all times to forfeit their turn
you still can do that.
I know, but if you just do it without Tsubasa, you're just getting attack +3 +1. What is it? +3? 6 attack, 6 speed? Which one's
It's 6 attack, 6 speed with 1 ally, so it's like Swift Sparrow 3 without the 1 speed.
Oh,
basically.
I think it's worth it. But yeah, you gotta remember, if unit initiates combat, so this is only when you're attacking. In other words, Swift Sparrow 3 is just better in my opinion. And you have to break down the order of usage of your heroes. Sometimes you would want Norn to attack first, but then you would just forfeit the ability of Blade Session. So there are more restrictions. Yes, you could forfeit all 3 turns and then all 3 of your allies' turns in order to get +9. 2, sorry.
Only need 2.
Only need 2 to get the +9 and +9, but to attack and speed. But I honestly don't think it's worth it. It's just Tsubasa makes sense because you needed to do that anyways. Therefore, the skill is realistically always at least 6 attack, 6 speed, and she comes with it. So in her case, 100% keep Blade Session. For everybody else, until someone has another skill that needs a hero to sit their turn, then yeah,
which is unlikely. I don't mind it,
she pity broke
mostly
me
because
going for a
as long as
twice,
you
she was
are
the
allowing one of your allies to
SPD1.
move. Oh,
that is sad. Imagine getting Tsubasa twice in my speed buff. That's depressing.
yeah, no. At that point, there's no reason not to. Again, as long as you're letting one ally move, it's pretty much just a marginally worse Swift Sparrow, and I don't have to take it from Celica, so that's just a matter of option. But if you have 2 allies moving, in any sort of fortunate case, it's pretty good.
Does Tsubasa actually have no fodder?
That's it.
That's it? Oh god, I don't
That's
remember.
the
Chill
only
speed
unique thing
and
to
home
her.
fire.
Yep.
Tsubasa's just session fodder if you're gonna kill her.
Oh, that is
Yep.
sad.
Another potential use for Blade Session that I've thought of is, let's say, for example, Eliwood. Because
Yeah, and a rally
if you-
trap.
Either a rally trap, or if you've got basically a chain of Wings of Mercy dancers following after him.
Yeah.
Because if he's able to get into Wings of Mercy range, then yeah, he can just go absolute ham on everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but keeping in mind Spendthrift Bow, I actually don't suggest Blade Session. Oh, crap.
Not for that one, no.
Yeah. What was the combination we just recently saw? I believe Jazo did it. Spendthrift and what was it again? I remember.
Close foil, was it?
Yeah.
Most likely close foil.
Yeah, it was close foil. I like that
so
one a
literally
lot.
just the base kit.
Yeah, it was just the base kit, right? Oh, did you take close foil? You should.
There's no reason not probably
to.
did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not entirely against this one, if I'm being totally honest. It's not like Spendthrift has to be used in one phase.
I know.
Okay.
But I like the close foil combination because she has the speed naturally, but her defense and res isn't so bad. So this would take her to 35 res, 39 defense. If close foil triggers, it's 44. That's really respectable. And you have a lull attack, so that's essentially 47 defense and 38 res. And of course, with lull attack speed at 44 speed natural, you're unlikely to get doubled. And you're much more likely to double back. So I actually like the Spendthrift combination with close foil. That's very, very clean if you put it together like that.
I don't know. I personally like seeing things a little bit differently, and if I'm being totally honest, just so long as you have one ally moving, that's 53 speed. If you have the buff, that can go up to 59. I thought that was res, speed res, it's actually spur, but maybe consider that, or whatever Ferdinand has. But yeah, no. You have one ally move that's already 53 speed. You probably double. If you get Heavy Blade off, keeping in mind that Spendthrift's a 14 attack swing, Glimmer is probably going to proc on your second hit, so you don't waste it. Which really helps in the fact that Blade Session, Spendthrift will ruin your Glimmer if you don't double.
Yeah, this is fine. It's fine. It's just, still, I think the close foil Spendthrift Bow combination is just...
It's clean. It's very clean.
Oh, wow. It's not even merged.
Oh!
This is the first time, guys. Literally the first time. I thought with Mathilda for fine, people would use her a lot more. No, this is literally the first time I've seen that late Lance. It's really the first time.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad lance at all. If units within 2 spaces of support partner, it grants attack speed, defense, res +3 to unit and to that ally during combat. This can go up to +5 because if you have a support partner and they're within 1 space, it's +2 to all stats. So it actually stretches out her stats a lot. And she has special trigger cooldown count -1 on top of that. So she's supposed to be used. There's no reason not to use her.
Yeah.
We've even thought up like Gale Force options with her because if you drop Gale Force to 4 cooldowns, it's so much easier to pull off. Now her attack isn't great. That's the only thing, but could pull it off.
You could pull it off. 52 is a pretty solid starting point, especially if you support her with who she's supposed to be supported with, being Clive. Effectively giving both units +8 to all stats if they're adjacent.
Sabotage attack is a good idea. Fury, that's a great combination.
Oh, yeah, I'd probably give her a couple merges so that res is at least 40.
Yeah, I would merge this. In terms of what you built, yeah, I like this quite a bit. Fury, Sabotage attack. She's supposed to be only fighting a few times. I would actually give her Gale Force though. I know Iceberg is super good. 2 cooldown. With Fury, very, very good.
Without acceleration, that's not going to happen in one combat. You'll have to run Heavy Blade or Flashing, which 36 speed is not enough. Even if you have the +5, that's only 41. I'm not so confident.
Yeah.
I'm
actually not sure plus attack is... sorry, I was just going to say, I'm not sure plus attack is a good idea. I think plus speed is probably better.
Long term, maybe not. But at lower term, I'd say probably is.
But yeah, I think this is predominantly as a support hero anyways. In which case, I would just go for plus res to max out your Sabotage attack. But yeah, if you intend to have her fight, then definitely I think plus speed and merges. But if not, just for support purposes, plus res. But that's how I see it.
Fair enough. I personally just say plus attack for the generalist purpose. But that might just be because 49 with Fury feels a little not great.
It's already great. Took shit that you could do a Minerva.
Oh, this is extremely basic.
Oh my god, it works so well.
It works so well too. The reason why this works as Dragoon Shield is essentially Fury without the knockback damage and the res, but it also has IOT Shield in it. That's all.
Yep. As long as you got Bravimond on your team, I mean, not necessary, but as long as you have Bravimond on that team, perfect.
Wait, Dark Blessing. I'm not sure if you're seriously using Minerva. But this does work there too, because Gale Force is 4 cooldown, so you attack. Heavy Blade -2, they attack, you attack, it triggers. And in Desperation, it would also still be two attacks for Gale Force. So it works.
Yep. It works pretty well, honestly. I wouldn't oppose it. I mean, you're looking at less movement options, but if you're really serious about it, Fire Guidance.
I'm just surprised. That's it. I was just surprised. Alright, yeah, that works. This is a very basic build. On her, this works. Gale Force is always suggested by us because if you can drop it to 4 cooldowns, why not? It makes it one of the easiest things to trigger. If you just give her Heavy Blade, because she has attack. Because I think this is the best thing you can do for her.
Yep, I can't oppose anything here. Maybe attack res too, because you're not using that res. That's it though.
Oh yeah, you know what? Close defense, a posture skill. Sorry.
You can always go bond because you're going Guild Work.
No, I think steady posture because 41 speed is pushing it.
I mean, attack speed bond or speed.
Oh,
actually,
yeah,
speed defense bond is the only one that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
speed
attack
res
speed
bond or
bond.
attack speed bond.
Yeah, I agree with that actually. Attack speed bond's probably much more easier because you need someone next to her anyways, or within 2 spaces.
Yeah, might as well make it adjacent.
Okay. The reason why I like this so much is because Ally within 2 spaces, attack defense was 5. It helps a lot because her attack isn't that high, 56 attack. And then 45 defense is really, really respectable. If you gave her attack speed bond, 46 speed, and then 61 attack, yeah, that's starting to look really, really good. 59 attack for me because you're moving this. But yeah, that would look really, really good. Only thing I would say is probably not speed smoke. I understand because your speed's not that high. But I think attack smoke goes a lot further than speed smoke. If you do what we just said, which is attack speed bond.
46 speed? I don't know.
But here's the thing. At 45 defense and your res being at 39, you could also be hurt a lot.
You could be hurt, though at the same time you're still healing 6 every combat.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not a big fan of Mystic Boost. I think I've said that a lot, but
Mystic Boost does still remove Wrathful Staff, so it's always an option.
Yeah. Right. Chill attacks here as well. It's guard and dull close and dull range.
You got your options laid out for you. Basically, just play it however you feel is most comfortable.
And speed defense link. Okay.
I personally like Mystic Boost as a skill quite a bit, but I know that it's not something that everyone is a big fan of. As far as speed smoke, though, I think other than instances in which you're you killed legendary Julia for mirror.
Yeah,
please tell me you got mirror
to highlight why
that too.
Why?
But as I was saying, for speed smoke, unless you're using another skill that's dependent on that stat in particular, I feel like attack smoke is going to be more recommended.
Depends on your meta. I feel like 46 speed with bond. At this point, you're still only 41. No, nothing's changing that. Even if you switch to attack speed bond, though, 46 is not advised.
With this maxed out Astram, which is really good. Whoa, wait.
That is a good Astram.
You kept Wrath, of course.
Kept Wrath.
Yeah. I value Astram as Wrath fodder more than as a unit, personally. But I acknowledge he's really good.
I value him more so as a support unit than a standalone, unless you really give him bonus doubler and play panic.
I value him, period, because Astram's a cool guy, and he was the first hero. I was just like, plus 10 this guy right away.
And then Itsuki came out.
But I don't think people who made plus an Astram would regret him, so it's fine.
No, not really.
Because Itsuki and Astram are entirely different.
Oh, you don't have a blessing on him.
What the frig? There's no blessing?
What are you doing with this guy?
I think this is a fake fan. I think this is a fake Astram too. This can't be real. How do you get to 40 plus 10 5 flowers with bonus silver as well and no blessing. Are you actually using this Astram? Does this have a hero merit of 0? I'm starting to question this.
That amount of SP, it would pretty much necessitate being used to some degree.
But you don't have to get hero merit, you just die.
Distant counter.
Yeah, that's true.
Wings considering close call, I believe.
Oh,
to which I'd say
yes.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more focus on speed on seal if you're going to do that, because 49 speed with Mercurius might not be enough.
But bonus silver close call Mercurius is such a deadly combination.
It is. It's really deadly.
Because
I think Ether might be getting a little bit much, but if it's arena, then it has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rally plus is advised.
Yep.
But, you know, you work with what you can get there.
You also have DC close call to do that. Yep.
Yeah. Also, if you are using him in arena, give him a blessing. That way you can get even more points from your legendary units.
Well, that's only if you actually can benefit from them. Doesn't always
yeah,
happen.
That's true.
Just bless them in general.
Yep. For Aether Raids, though, I would not put a lot of dependence on him in light season because Bramimond is kind of all over the place. And he is going to ignore those res buffs and attack buffs and just basically kind of fuck Astram up.
I probably wouldn't put him on Ether. Well, maybe on Astra. I'd actually say probably Astra. Or you put him on an Arena Blessing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how new you are, Trashboat, to not know how blessings work, but essentially, you confer a blessing. It gives them twice as much skill points per kill. On top of that, depending on what it is, it'll
too.
What?
Double experience too, so leveling up is faster. Yes.
I didn't know that. But then also, depending on what blessing you give, there's either the Ether Raid blessings, Astral Light, Anima Dark, or you have your Arena blessings, Water, Wind, Earth, Fire. You give one of the Ether Raids blessings if you want to use him specifically for Ether Raids. For anything else, you just want to give him a regular Arena blessing.
This little bitch says he just never cared. How do you get to 40 plus 10 5 flowers and never cared? You're the fakest Astram player I've ever seen.
The launch player didn't get... Okay.
Wow.
You know, everybody has their own way of playing.
You've been playing since launch. Press X for doubt, guys. If you doubt, press X. Send it out. There's no way. There's no way. No way.
That's a new one.
Okay, well, I think this build is really good. DC Close Call is obviously the better build, but Mercurius with bonus silver gets you to 49 defense. And if you had Close Call, you're hardly taking damage.
Works.
Yeah, it's really good. See all these X's? No one believes you. You're a liar. Okay, but yeah, put a blessing.
Just confer the blessing for units you want to use. Don't even, if you're not going to care about them much outside of, like, maybe consider being careful with Ether Raids ones. If you don't care, just confer a blessing so they get twice as much experience, twice as much SP. It just saves you a lot of time.
You want to see my Grima, you bitch? No, because I know now you're going to confer a blessing and then show it and pretend you've had that blessing for, like, the past 2 years. No, you're a liar. I don't believe it. Wait, the fuck? What is wrong with you guys today? What is with you? What is... It's just like you're so close to a perfect hero, and then you just...
But there's always something wrong.
There's always something wrong. Like, this is such a minor thing. Come on. These are free-to-play reviews, guys. Sorry, go ahead.
Good build, though. Even if you really just... I don't even know how you managed not to finish close defense.
This is one of the best seals in the game. This is like one of the first seals I maxed out. As soon as close defense came out, I maxed out. Like, no time wasted. So good.
It's good.
Yeah. Personally, I really like double close defense on Oboro. It's super good. Her defense and how's this a girl, by the way? In this game, Oboro, I thought Oboro was. By the way, I started playing Heroes before I played Fates. So I just thought Oboro was a guy. Then I heard Oboro speak, and I was just super confused. And you're gonna tell me Forrest is a guy? Bullshit. I had to even think about it because I was gonna say force this girl again. Yeah. Anyways, in terms of the build, super good because Oboro Spear, close defense stacks together. I'm just gonna look at this as close defense 3. So that's an extra 12 defense and 12 res up close, so you're hardly taking damage. Mirror Stance, therefore, is the best option because that gets you to 48 res, so hardly any damage for magical units. Dragons up close especially, and your defense is so high that anything attacking you should be nothing. QR is a great option because you want to hit them twice. Oboro Spear is also effective against armored, so those big armored heroes are kind of boned. Yeah, she just has a very concise refine that just works really well.
Yeah, it's perfect anti-meta for anything armored or anything melee in general.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain elegance to simplicity, after all.